Listen up, because tonight I've got some cracking Celtic news that you don't want to miss. Colby Donovan has sent a warning shot to Johnston and Ralston. Gary Lineker's had his say on our new boy Iheanacho, and the biggest one of the lot, Calmac, on what that draw in Belgrade really means for our European runs. For stick with me right to the end. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 1,000 subscribers. But that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Let me tell you, this Colby Donovan story has put a big smile on my face, because that lad's got the kind of spirit you want in a proper Celtic player. Imagine being 19 years old, tossed straight into a European tie in Belgrade of all places, and not only holding your own, but bossing it at right back like you've been doing it for years. That's not nerves, that's not luck, that's pure mentality. The kind of mentality Rodgers has been talking up since he first clapped eyes on the boy. And now, here's the best bit. With Anthony Ralston fit again and Alistair Johnston not far off, you'd think Donovan might step aside. Not a chance. The kid's come out and said straight, "I'm not giving up this jersey without a fight." That's music to your ears, isn't it? It's exactly the attitude you need in paradise. Hunger, belief, and a refusal to let anyone walk over you. That's what makes the difference between being a prospect and becoming a Parkhead legend. Now, of course, it's no easy task. Ralston's been around the block, he's got Scotland caps, and Johnston's one of the most solid defenders we've had in years. But if you ask me, Donovan has brought something fresh, something fearless. You could see it in Belgrade, charging down the line, snapping into tackles, playing with his head up. The kind of performance that makes a fan like you sit forward in the chair and think, hang on, this boy's the real deal. And honestly, you've got to love the cheek of it. The lad's 19, but he's not shying away. He's not saying, I'll wait my turn. He's basically warning 2 international defenders, if you want this spot, you'll need to take it off me. That's brilliant. That's Celtic. Compare that to across the city, where every time a youngster gets thrown in, the whole blue half of Glasgow starts panicking and finding excuses faster than the rain falls on Sucky Hall Street. It's night and day. I'll tell you what, Donovan might just make Brendan's job harder than he thought. Having 3 quality options at right back is a problem most managers would kill for. But here's the truth. If the boy keeps playing like this, he could force Rodgers' hand. And if he does, it'll be because he earned it, not because someone else was injured. So let me put it to you straight. If Colby Donovan keeps performing like he did in Belgrade, should Brendan Rodgers bench one of his Scotland internationals to let the kid shine? Or do you reckon experience has to come first in those big European nights? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jay it, loldy, till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Now this one's tasty. Kelechi Iheanacho. Remember when folks said we'd missed out on Kasper Dolberg and had to settle for this lad? He's come in, pulled on that Celtic shirt, and already he's rattled in 2 goals and set up another in his first 3 games. That's not settling. That's making yourself right at home in paradise. And here's the kicker. Gary Lineker himself, Leicester's golden boy, the match of the day man, he's come out and said exactly what I've been thinking. He reckons Iheanacho will bag a lot of goals for Celtic. Lineker's not daft. He's watched him for years at Leicester, and he knows exactly what the lad can do when he's given confidence and service. And at Parkhead, service is never in short supply. Let's not forget, Iheanacho was once tipped as one of the Premier League's brightest young things at Man City. Then he moves to Leicester, links up with Brendan Rodgers, wins an FA Cup and a Community Shield, and bangs in 61 goals in over 200 appearances. And that's a goal every 3.8 games, And that's in the Premier League, mate, not against St Mirren on a rainy Tuesday. Now you put him in the Scottish Premiership with Calmac pulling strings and Deason chasing everything down, and honestly, he could tear this league apart. And that's exactly what makes me laugh when you hear the noise from across the city. The Rangers lot can't stop moaning about how we've lost a step, how the transfer window was a shambles. Meanwhile, we've got Iheanacho strutting into Parkhead and scoring like it's nothing, while they're still trying to figure out who their best striker is. It's the same old sob story, more tears than the rain outside the pubs on Sucky Hall Street. But let's be real, Iheanacho's not just here to score tap-ins. He's clever. He drags defenders about. He creates space. He links play. That assist the other week, that's the kind of awareness you can't teach. It's natural. You give him time, a proper run in the team, and he could be the difference between us winning the league comfortably and making a real dent in Europe too. So here's the big one for you. If Kelechi Iheanacho keeps this form up, do you see him becoming the 20-goal-a-season striker we've been crying out for? Or do you reckon he'll blow hot and cold like some of the strikers we've had before? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it laldi till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. Now that's what I love to hear from Calmac, our captain, our heartbeat, our leader. A 1-1 draw in Belgrade might not sound like fireworks on paper, but when you look at the bigger picture, it's a proper result to build on. We went into the backyard of the Serbian champions, played our football, took the lead through Iheanacho, who, by the way, is already looking like a bargain of the century, and came away with a point that could prove massive down the line. Calmac summed it up perfectly. It's the first game away from home, hostile atmosphere, and yet we controlled large spells. We looked like the team dictating things, and we walked off the park with belief. That's the word he used, belief, and he's spot on. You can't buy that kind of confidence. You've got to earn it on nights like this, under the floodlights when the pressure's on. And let's not forget, this is a new-look Celtic side. Rodgers has tweaked things, brought in new faces, and yet we're already showing composure in Europe that's been missing for years. Compare that to across the city. The Blues can barely string together excuses, never mind results, and yet here's us going toe-to-toe with champions of their country and walking away with something solid. I can almost hear the wailing from Sucky Hall Street already. Now the real fun begins. 2 games back home at Paradise. First Braga, then Sturm Graz. You know what that means. Fortress Parkhead, under the lights, the roar of the crowd, the kind of nights that make European football special. You give this team that platform Calmac's talking about, and suddenly progression to the next round isn't just a dream, it's right there for the taking. But here's the thing I'm dying to ask you. Do you reckon this draw in Belgrade proves that Celtic can actually go deep in Europe this season? Or do you still think it's all about domestic dominance first and foremost? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it. Laldi till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts.